Salute to BX Wild Bill, but Harlem Legend TV could eat one. I'm tired of you playing in my face, little girl. I ain't slapped you around in a little while, and it's time I go ahead and catch another DV on you. But before I do that, I'm going to get back to why I say salute to the brother BX Wild Bill TV. Also, I heard him say he was Muslim, so assalamu alaikum. Now, I did a video about 12 days ago where I called out Fat Joe's man, K.A.R. Pistol Pete, who around our way they call him Super Soaker Pete, for cap and for being racist or making comments, racist comments or racist statement he made in a particular interview that he did. Not only did I do that, but I doubled down on it and came right back with another one, because the first one I did over 10K on the first day. It's probably like 17, 18, 19, somewhere around there. But when I first did that, I got a lot of backlash in the comments from the people, you know, who defended Pete or whatever, talking about, yeah, he's real, he did this, he's real, he did that, and the whole thing was like, I'm not denying none of that. I never said the dude was a sucker. I never said he never put in no work. He's a broad. I never said none of that. I said he capped in that interview. And they couldn't get past that. You feel what I'm saying? People really sitting here like, where he capped at? How he capped? Like, bro, you know, how was he racist? You know, so I had to double down on that video. So when I seen the BX Wild Bill brother did his video, and he was speaking from the perspective of someone who had been in those prisons where this incident allegedly is supposedly taking place, I myself was thankful. I felt like, see, boom, there goes somebody who, you know, reputation from what they saying in these YouTube streets, because I don't know the brother, but, you know, he don't have a smut on his name out here, you know, so his reputation seems to be solid, and he's confirming what I said in my video. So I'm like, salute, yeah, I'm feeling that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there you go. Now more people saying it, it adds validity to what I'm saying. You know, so I didn't see the brother Wild Bill's video and look at it like he slighted me in no type of way, or he copied off of me or nothing like that. I even looked at the brother channel and said, like, he's not a dude who puts out content every day. So there's a good possibility that he may not have even seen my video. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he just seen the Pistol Pete interview, and that was his natural reaction. And that's how his interview came off to me, organic and genuine. And shout out to the other brother that was up there with him. I believe his name is M16, but they did an excellent job. The visual was good. They were articulate, well-spoken. I liked the video. I commented on the video. I thought it was dope video, right? So that's why I say salute to them. Because when I go in on Harlem Legend TV, I don't want anybody to think I had a problem with him or his video or nothing like that. It's not that. Trust me, it's not that, man. Like I said, I commend them, and I appreciate the fact that someone who was able to offer a different perspective than myself was pretty much confirming everything, every actual point that I reacted to in the video. You know, it was a good thing, you know, in my opinion. So the next day, I get this text from my partner showing me the thumbnail to the Harlem Legend TV. This is one of my people who, you know, sometimes sends me content to react to. Because like I said, sometimes I scroll through YouTube, find content to react to. Other times people send me stuff, man. So he sends me the thumbnail to Harlem Legend TV's reaction to the brother Wild Bill's video. So I watched it. And I'm feeling like he sent it to me because he felt like it was a playing in my face situation. And I see exactly where he's coming from. I did feel like it was a playing in my face situation. And I'm going to explain to y'all why. Because sometimes I see things or I call plays on things, and a few people might get in my comments and be like, well, what are you talking about? Like some brother, even the other day with the Bullet, shout out to Bullis Gotti too. The video I made saying I think Bullis Gotti trying to lie me, do like time stamping, like he didn't get my drift, he didn't get my point. So I'm gonna try to be real, clear, and simplify this and break it down to y'all why I'm saying what I'm saying in reference to Harlem Legend TV. This situation with me and Harlem Legend TV and the playing in my face and trying to throw sub shots and sub shade and stuff like that has been going on for over 4 months. It started right here with this video. Harlem Legend TV made this video where he spoke about rest in peace Baby J from Harlem. And I watched the video and I could tell from watching the video that he was speaking from the perspective of someone who was an op to Baby J. He wasn't speaking from the perspective of someone who was cool with him or someone who had love for him. I felt like he tried to paint him in a negative light, you know, like a sucker, pretty much, you know? And I made a video to that. I reacted to that. And the reason being is, again, rest in peace, Baby J, he has brothers. And his brothers, all of his brothers, Stan, Joe Black, Lil Baby J, they're all my brothers. They're all my brothers. His biological blood brothers, Baby J's blood brothers are my brothers. Now, I reacted to this video. And I called him out from speaking from that perspective of someone who you could tell had like slick larceny for Baby J on the law, right? His response was not calling me out by name or, you know what I'm saying, directing anything back towards me. His response was the video that you see that immediately followed it, where he had the brother OG Holiday up and said, oh, we got this video of OG Holiday. He's the first New York blood to went out to LA with the blood thing and everything, right? But I know for a fact that he had seen a video that I put out 5 months ago, which would have been a whole month before he did that interview. And I spoke about my experience going to LA as a New York blood in the streets and LA County Jail and representing that and holding that down and being the first one to have done a lot of things in Los Angeles as a blood once the blood and Crip thing started in New York. So when he brings this brother up there, it's the act again. Like he's acting like when he's watching the Terror Squad Pistol Pete video, right? And he's reacting to it as he's reacting to BX Wild Bill video. It's over exaggeration. Like he's seeing it for the first time and it's causing this reaction. When I know you saw my video about the exact same thing 2 weeks ago. It wasn't that pressing for you to make a video about it, even if you didn't react to my video. You weren't that bothered about him saying something racist about black people 2 weeks ago, and I know for a fact you saw my video. You and China Brim always see my videos. China Brim makes comments and then delete them, but I screenshot them sometimes before he's quick enough to get them out of there. Harlem Legend TV, you make little reels on Instagram where you take clips of my videos and try to make pause-worthy statements out of them. I've seen you. I've been making videos about y'all dudes for like the last 5 months, clowning on y'all. And y'all try to retaliate, but y'all do it in the most feminine manner possible. I've made videos where I've called you out for constantly sub-dissing me and sub-throwing shots. Like when you made the K-Flock video, to diss K-Flock, you try to throw shots, which everybody knows subliminal shots at me. Where all the OGs at? The OGs from Sex Money Murder. They with it, with the OG. They ain't do nothing for K-Flock. Where all the OGs at who be talking all this stuff on YouTube? It's the little shots. It's the little subs. Like, I'll tell you Harlem Legend straight up and down. Harlem Legend, Igor, you're a broad. Eat one. Eat one. You're a broad. I don't beat around the bush. I don't hesitate. I don't sneak this. If I ever make a video about somebody and I salute them or tell them, yo, this is not a diss track, you know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking in reference to this individual. That's what it is. I don't hold my tongue when it comes to the dissing. But y'all like to play the little sub-diss games because your daddy, 50 China from Brims, Jawbone, the retarded nigga who had to be on a restricted med pill line in the penitentiary because he couldn't deal with the pressure of doing his time like a man who has nothing to talk about in the streets prior to going to prison because he was a bum on the streets and wasn't getting no money for real. This is the most money he ever made in his life on YouTube. Because you let that clown ass nigga be your daddy and tell you not to say my name. You play all these little girl games. You do playing in my face games. The 2 videos I did combined got well over 30-something thousand views, bro. I know these niggas seen it. But your reaction to it is all brand spanking new when somebody else doubles down on what I was saying. You acting like you just heard it and you so moved by it, you got to make a video. Why weren't you moved by it 12 days ago when you saw the exact same thing? And like I said, you didn't have to say nothing about me. Why you didn't just make a video? Why you didn't just call him out for cap 2 weeks ago when you seen the video the first time? Sometimes I be feeling like I said, I felt like Bullis Gotti said a booby trap. Sometimes I know how this content can go. Dudes lay little mines, landmines for you to step on. You know, and Willis may not have been doing that. You know, if you look back that video I said about the Fat Joe thing, but I thought he was trying to get me to double down on it. If not, you know, salute. If so, that's good gamesmanship. Ain't no hard feelings or nothing like that. You know, it was no disrespect. But, you know, Harlem Legend TV and China Brim, they do the subliminal stuff to the point of disrespect. They make it obvious and blatant. What is called is discrediting. Discrediting me is what it's called that you're doing. Because I know for a fact, you, Harlem Legend TV, know that I dropped on that and it took off. It went crazy. And 2 weeks later, the brother joint went crazy too. Salute again to him. But you acting like you just now seeing it. I know you niggas see everything I do. See what the big people, the big audience rather, what the big audience might not realize is my channel. Let me tell you what my channel is. My channel is a 22 bullet. It's small, but deadly. Yeah. It's small, but very deadly. All of the ones that are 10 times, 100 times bigger than mine have had to say something to and about me. Out front in the open, like a Hassan Campbell or a Zip the Drip, or behind the scenes, like a 50 China from Brims. But they all know who I am, and they all know I'm growing by myself and ain't trying to make no friends. And that's dangerous because they can't do nothing to stop it. Especially Harlem and China. See, their issue is they know that from this point right here, they can't fuck with me. And I'm going to tell you why I said they can't fuck with me. Harlem Legend ain't never did shit. He ain't never really been knee deep in shit. No, he ain't play ball for real. He's been a spectator his whole life. So he talking about what he think is going on inside the pot. He ain't never been in the boiling pot before. China Brim been in jail 20 years. He ain't never been in the world before. So he can't talk about that. All he can talk about is the new stuff he doing, his job, and his new stuff he bought with his new girl that he beats. He can't talk about nothing else. And this guy can't talk about what's really going on. All he can talk about is what it looked like to him from the outside because he never participated. So I give you a unique perspective. Someone who actually participated in the streets, who actually was behind them walls for 11 years straight. And like I said, the brother BX Wild Bill, he offers a different perspective on that Pete thing because he was in those particular prisons. I can tell you about state prisons in Virginia. I can tell you about state prisons in Connecticut. I can't tell you about New York State prison. They didn't catch me there. I was fortunate enough to not have gotten sentenced to any time in New York. I've been to Rikers Island several times. And thankfully, I was able to not get any time. The last time I left Rikers Island, I left on bond. I was bond out. I would win cases at grand jury. I was able to not go up north in New York. In other states, I was not that lucky. They knocked my head off. So I can't talk about Attica and Clinton and Coxsackie and all them other places. I can't tell you what went on there. I wasn't there. I was somewhere else. But I know prison. And when I heard that story from a common sense perspective, it didn't make sense to me. It sounded like cap. It sounded like straight cap. That's why I called him out on cap and for being racist. That's why I was saluting BX Wild Bill and the brother M16 for doubling down. It doesn't make me look like a hater or I'm tripping or I'm making something up or I'm the only one seeing it that way. Like I said, I was thankful for their video. But Harlem Legend's reaction to their video is that little bitch playing in my face. This is how you do with me. This is how you challenge me, come at me. It be little underhanded backdoor stuff like, if it's nothing more than trying to minimize my importance in this sector. They're trying to downplay my impact. You can't downplay my impact, nigga. You can't stop my impact. You can't downplay my impact. All you're going to do is feel the wrath of my impact because you on the wrong side. You going down with the dummy and the rats. Y'all going down together. Y'all my crosshairs. I came up here with y'all on my crosshairs. So it sucks to be you. But like I said, you could try to downplay my impact, act like you just now seeing this or just now hearing about it. But that's a lie. You're a content creator. I know what content creators do. And I know when certain niggas is watching my videos. So you seen me do it 2 weeks ago twice. And then when this brother did it, you act like, oh, ooh, yo, he said that, y'all. You playing in my face. I'm gonna call you out on it. You a hoe. Harlem, you a hoe. Igor. You a hoe. You the oil selling dude. You don't really know what the hell is going on with nothing. You be guessing and speculating and dick riding and hating. That's what you do up here. And you disguise it as journalism. But it's not. Your perspective is that of a bystander. It's baseless. And your boss is a dummy. And he's weak. He's mentally weak. He thought not saying my name was going to stop something. Y'all not stopping nothing by not saying my name. I am still growing like a fungus. Give me some time. We talking 6 months in this. We talking 6 months in this. I'm on y'all niggas' heels, man. Stop playing with me. Harlem Legend TV. You beach Asniga. And again, salute to the brother BX. Wild Bill. What, you thought I was gonna hate on him? You thought I was gonna hate on what they did or what they had going on? Nah, that's not what I was gonna do, nigga. Every time you niggas think I'm a zig, I'm gonna zag. Every time y'all think I'm a zag, I'm gonna zig. Nah, you can't estimate or premeditate the moves of somebody who's smarter than you. That niggas ain't gonna never be able to guess what I'm gonna do next, which direction I'm gonna go next, what I'm gonna bite the bait on, and what I'm not gonna pay no attention to. Just let it be known. I know what you did, Harlem Legend. Igor, you beach Asniga. It didn't go over my head. You tried to play in my face again. You're the queen of sub disses. Harlem Legend TV is the queen of sub disses. Yeah. I'm irrelevant. You didn't see when I did it. You wasn't amongst those 30-something thousand people. Eat one.